want to get this tape off of here. My mom taped this together when I took it from her because I was the one who let it free. She didn't trust me to get it home safe. Oh. So now it's time for some decisions. Start where you guys can see. Right here, this one. Growing in. Don't want it. These two are bar branches. I need as much here as I can. So I'll get rid of that. It's growing up. Gotta go. So today I'm just doing some, maintenance pruning, making decisions on the dinner plate Aralia. Things like, this guy right here. So I'm using my regular scissors, my don't mess it up scissors. I hope not to use these too much, but I might have to, just to make sure things are healing correctly and I don't have any too big of stubs. But it's a tough one to figure out. Again, one right here, it's growing inside. I don't want crotch growth. There's some crotch growth over there. Maybe not. All right, so that branch is pretty good. That's my bottom branch here. Kind of wish I had some growth here, but whatever, right? Coming up, got these two that are kind of bar branches. This one's much better though. I have one in the back here. So I think I'm gonna take off this one. As much as I say I need more growth on that side. So I'll probably end up doing is seeing when that one branches out what I can do with it, because the one in the back here is important to me. You see if I lift that right here. This one's the tallest, highest one up there. I want to preserve that. So that is that branch pruned up. Turn that back before. All right, now it's time to move on to this branch. Well, we'll do the little teeny tiny one that you can't see first. I don't know if you can see when I turn it like this. I'm trying not to drop this on the ground. There's this little one here. It's on camera. On that one, I've got something growing in towards the tree, which I don't really want. And I've got two, they're growing out. This bottom one is too close to that crotch. So that one's pretty much trimmed up. I'm gonna do a little nibble. On that. Yeah. Make sure it heals as clean as possible. All right, this branch here, I've got something coming out down here. I'm gonna let that go. We'll see what happens. Got this branch, which is just a single branch growing nicely. It looks like it's starting to bifurcate. Ooh, I have some scale here. Let me clean that up before I turn around for you guys. Ugh. There's something, some sort of insect is trying to live in there. You guys can see this still. Music's kind of loud. All right, this one's kind of tough to look at. So I guess the one going on the inside is the one I want to get rid of. If you guys can see here, I've got two coming from the same spot here on a branch that has something on the top. I'm going to leave the top of it. Oh, three things coming out of the same spot. We'll take off that one, clean out the crotch. There's actually one on the back here I'm going to leave. I'm going to, there we go, some more of that. All right. And you spin it towards me and just make sure I wasn't imagining. Oh, there's growth up there. Okay, cool. All right, branch next to it, I've got all kinds of different growth in there. Looks like I've got some bar branches started. I always want more growth out here, so I'm going to take out this back one. Yeah. And then fairly certain I can take the top off of this because it's just a little nub. As much as I love nubs. Nub loving, right? There we go. Oops. A little loud there. All right, so that's started. All right, I got this little one here. I'm going to leave that alone. Oof, man, I'm almost done. Now it's just the really complicated part. Better trim this. It heals okay, but it's a lot to heal if I leave it that way. Make sure Little mealybug. All right, coming back around to this side. I haven't even touched this one yet. But I can already see that I've got too much on the end here. So I'm gonna, there we go. This one's on the bottom. I like that. There's some crotch growth here that you guys can't see in the back on both that and the branch above it. So it's got to go, all of it. Oh, this is kind of crotch growth here, so it's also got to go. All right, I got bottom. I got this one is growing up to the side, but it's just growing into the branch next to it, so it's got to go as well. And the top growth here. And again, I'm not pruning with the intent of getting ramification. I'm pruning off things I don't want to grow. Now it's got some vigor in it, which will be a constant battle. So I'm looking at this, and I think I can get some taper. I got rid of one of these. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this inside one off, even though it's a nice strong branch. I'm going to leave the top, and I'm going to leave the one here to see what grows. What I might end up doing is losing this whole branch and just using this bottom one here, getting my branching to come out. All right. Now on the top here, I've already done this one. I've not done the center one because this is kind of the center of the tree. I'm okay with anything here and here. It has two opposing branches up top. Take off the back one here. The rest of them are kind of great. I just wish I had not so long straight of a section. So it may end up being that we trim more off of that as well. I'll probably trim this back to here. This one, this is as low as it'll go, but that might be all I can do to it. Not upset. I won't have to do a whole lot. It's a really weird lumpy tree, so to help it to be a little bit more of a regular tree, that was a butt. I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, slowly getting a little bit better, I think. It's really funny. So, all right, not a whole lot came off, but it's got a lot more room. Really, there wasn't a whole lot in this space anyways, which is good. I want to continue that trend when it's later and some of these have hardened off. I know some of them, like, this one here, it actually started, I think. When some of these have hardened off, I can make some more branch selection, reduce some height out of this thing, especially for these side branches. They're kind of, nah. Yeah, I think we're on the right track. You know what? Just no some interior growth on this one that I didn't want. I don't want, I should say, not don't. So that's going to come off. Oh, it's a good thing I took that off too, because I found another one of those little, mealybug nest, I think. All right. Yeah. That's a little better. I'm just trying to make it so that things don't interfere with each other as much. That'll be good. Yeah. You know what? That one's okay. I'm going to do a little hard prune over here. I'm going to take this one off. Take it off very flush as well. I know it's a lot, but I don't think I need it. And I think the tree will be better for it. So reach over, grab my lipstick. Spots I need to put lipstick on. I think there's a whole lot that I need to put lipstick on a day. I'm not using my turntable because this is too tall of a tree to do it with. It's a really tough one to get in at. But we got do a little bit right here too. It's a start. And I like the scale of this tree. I just need to make sure it doesn't get too out of control. I think that was a good move. That's a nice branch now. Comes out a little bit sideways, but it's a nice branch now. I think that's probably the nicest branch on the tree at this point, which is good. That was the start I wanted. Got this guy below it that probably is going to have to come off if that's the case, but end up just being a filler. This one looks like it's bifurcating. That was a new branch too, I think. I'll be able to trim that one, get something coming out this way. This one too, if I can get that to start coming out the front. Yeah, I got a lot of work that I can do here soon. Yeah, this one would be sweet if I get to do that one. This is a really nice tree for clip and grow. Okay, I'm all set. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day. And, come visit me again on Taco Bonsai.